Okay, in last video, we're talking about how to use the Webscraper with KGG, and today we will introduce another website, Monster, which is a job hunting website. So it can help you try to find a job. Unfortunately, this tool cannot work with LinkedIn or Indeed. To scrape Indeed, you need some coding skills, unfortunately, but we still can do some simple website like a Monster. Let's start with it. First thing is you go to the monster.com and we can search data analysis within the Ontario. The reason why I don't use Toronto is that this website is kind of a little bit smaller than others. So if you just to choose Toronto, maybe the number of postings are not enough. So let's search. Okay, this is the structure of the website. You can play with it later. But the basic element of what we want is those boxes, like the KGG ones. We don't do this first, but later if you want to try, you can do by your own. But here we just want to get the link of the job, time, company, and the location. And different from the KGG, we don't have the page link here, but we have a lot more. So you need to click that again. So that's a little bit different, but actually in the Webscraper, it handles this kind of issue very well. Actually, it's easier than KGG. So let's look at first inspect. If you don't know, please go to my first web scraping video to check how to use the web scraping. First, we need to create a new sitemap. I call that monster, and the URL would be just this one. And now we need to add a new selector. This time we want to choose a different element. It's called the element click. We want to click the load more and give a name like load more. A little bit confusing is we choose the element directly inside here. The selector is the box we want to select, and the click selector is the load more button. So we first start with the box we want to select, which is this message box. First one, second one. Okay, seems done. And let's select the load more button from here. Load more job. You can see a.loadmore.btn. That's a kind of CSS coding, but you don't need to worry about right now. Click type. We don't want to click once, we want to click more. By default, it's click as many times as it shows. Okay, and we want to extract multiple information from this box. So yes, multiple. And how fast it is? Let's change that to 1 second. Save the selector. Okay. Now we go inside this. Remember the first time we checked the box here. Go to the first one, we check the box here. So now we need to extract the link and time, company, and location. So add select one by one. First one is to call the job link. Let's add this one. Done. Add another one called time. It's just a text, so we don't need to change. So it's time. And company. Okay, the last one, it is the location. Okay, let's check the graph, root, load more, and all those four. So that's what we want. Let's start scraping. You can see it's loading more. You can see this scroll down bar. It's moving. And the thing is, when it's scraping, you cannot get the result here. It's different from previous one because it's just one scrape. And when it's done, when it's finished, it's done. Now you get all of them. Okay, should be 400 jobs with the link, right? So that's the way how you get this data. And one more thing I want to show is we created some websites. We can check from here the sitemaps. But if you want, let's say, if you have one computer you want to share with others, like your group members, you want to do group assignment. The way you do that is you click the project here, and under the sitemap, you can do export the sitemap. So this is called JSON file. If you don't know that, it's fine for now. So you just copy this one, and paste it into some place that you know. Let's create a new one. Paste here. Okay. So this is exactly the setting for your sitemap in Webscraper. With this one, you can easily replicate what you've done. Let's go back to the monster and remove it. Delete. Now the monster is gone. So this time let's come back to create a new sitemap and use import sitemap. Previously we export, now we import here. Go back to the code here, copy, and paste. Here. Okay, give it a name, still call it a monster2. Okay, import. Now we get a sitemap called monster2. Let's go inside that and start scraper. Start. You see, it's exactly the same as you did before, right? So that's an easy way for you to share your code with others. Once it's done, we will get the data. Something like okay, done. So it's the same. And another thing is if you want to keep this logic, but you just want to change the route, you go to the sitemap and find the added metadata. You can change this link. For example, let's say if you don't want data analysis, but we want data, just remove the analysis. And this is a new link. If you open in the browser, it's like yeah. Okay, we have more jobs. We have 2,000 jobs, so you still can save it. And then this time when you scrape, it starts with 2,000, so you get more, and the logic would be the same. So this is the little bit trick for you to do some change when you do this. Okay, that's all for the Webscraper job, but we cannot do this for Indeed, which means if you want to do most flexibility with web scraping, you still need some kind of coding skills, or you can pay money for some paid software that can handle that, right? Depends on you how far you want to go with this path. Okay, that's all for today.